Welcome to Fairways to Footy NBA Trade Talk with Totto. It's the end of the NBA trade deadline. There's been 20 trades made, 70 players involved, which included 11 All-Stars all changing teams. But there were two people that were hot on the rumour list, Ja Morant and Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo, that didn't get to move cities. I'm going to go through today what my 5 favourite trades were and why they're a big thing for the NBA. Number 5 on my list is LA Clippers center Ivica Zubac goes to Indiana Pacers. Now, with that, LA Clippers received guard Benedict Mathurin, forward Isaiah Jackson, and 2 first-round draft picks in the future. With this trade, I see Ivica Zubac really going to help Indiana Pacers next year. So they're missing all-star guard Tyrese Halliburton with a ruptured Achilles, so he's missed the entire season. So they're really looking for the future. They tie down another center that they lost when Miles Turner went to Milwaukee. And so now he gives them a bit of a pick and roll option. He's averaging a double-double over the last 2 years. So he gives them a big that can really help them play. On the other side, LA Clippers now get a bit younger. So they take a flyer on Benedict Mathurin, a sharp shooting attacking guard that was a former number 6 pick in the draft, and they can really look towards the future. Plus getting a couple of first round picks, they can really start their rebuild. Coming in at number 4, the all-star point guards change cities. The Cleveland Cavaliers end up with James Harden from the LA Clippers, and the LA Clippers received Darius Garland, a 2-time All-Star with a second-round pick. This is a clear look to the future for the LA Clippers. Garland is 10 years younger, and he's about $10 million cheaper on the salary cap. So he can help them win now and in the future. Whereas there's a little bit of tension there with James Harden and the LA Clippers, he now goes to join an amazing backcourt partner in Donovan Mitchell. They're both averaging 25 points, 5 assists in a game. They're 2 of 10 people in the league that are averaging that, and now they're teammates. So Harden, being a 6'5" guard, can really help propel Cleveland and make their title run this year. Coming in at number 3, Kuminga is a free man. The Golden State Warriors have finally traded forward Jonathan Kuminga with sharpshooting guard Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks. In return, the Atlanta Hawks will send center 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis. Now, the Warriors receive a stretch big capable of shooting threes, blocking shots, collecting rebounds, which should really help Steph Curry. He's the original unicorn, 7'3", that can play outside and inside, but he's also on a $30 million expiring contract. So that's perfect for the Golden State Warriors in their timeline to have a look at him this year. If he can stay healthy, he can really help the Golden State Warriors make their push. Atlanta, on the other hand, they take an absolute flyer on Jonathan Kuminga, a former first-round pick that is athletic, can run the court with the rest of the Atlanta Hawk young guns, really supported by Jalen Johnson, the All-Star, and he's got a team option $26 million contract next year. So if it doesn't work out, they can wipe his contract off the books as if they still had Porzingis. Coming in at number 2, Washington become relevant again. In 2027, the Washington Wizards receive forward Anthony Davis, guard Jalen Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and the Aussie Dante Exum. The Dallas Mavericks in return get the expiring contracts of Chris Middleton, the forward, AJ Johnson, a young guard, Malachi Barnum, another expiring contract, and a forward, Marvin Bagley III. They also received 2 first-round picks and a couple of second-round picks. Dallas have really now turned to the Cooper Flag era. They've supported themselves by trying to get a few first-round draft picks, and they're getting expiring contracts to get rid of Anthony Davis, a $100 million contract. The Anthony Davis saga is already at an end. He was traded merely 12 months ago in the infamous Luka Doncic to LA Lakers trade. As far as Washington is concerned, they've got the young pieces. Center, Alex Sarr, forward, Keyshawn George, all-star guard, and Trae Young to pair him with an all-star and champion forward, Anthony Davis. So together, they could become relevant in the East. Watch out for Washington to be more competitive in 2027. I think that for the rest of the year, they're going to sit the likes of Anthony Davis and Trae Young. They're carrying a couple of injuries. They can focus on some young kids now and really attack 2027 season next year. Coming in at number 1, an 8-player trade. The Utah Jazz swing for the fences and jump on Triple J. Utah Jazz received Defensive Player of the Year Jaren Jackson Jr., another sharpshooter in John Cuncher, centre and Aussie Jock Landale, been moved over to Atlanta since, and another guard in Vince Williams. Memphis also received expiring contract of Kyle Anderson, rookie Walter Clayton Jr., another second-year player in Taylor Hendricks, and Georges Niang. Along with that, they also received 3 first-round picks. They've lost their Defensive Player of the Year and All-Star in Jaren Jackson Jr., but all signs point to Memphis really rebuilding. In the offseason, I expect them to trade Ja Morant for pennies on the dollar and commit to the full rebuild. Utah get themselves a 26-year-old two-time All-Star, former Defensive Player of the Year with the 7'2" center Walker Kessler, a 7-foot wing in Lauri Markkanen. Now you put with them first-round draft pick Ace Bailey and most improved favorite in Keontae George at the point guard, and Utah have some serious firepower to create some noise in the Western Conference. For Memphis, this is a full-blown rebuild. They now have 12 first-round draft picks over the next 7 seasons, which puts them as the 3rd most in the NBA. They've also created a $29 million trade exception so they can absorb other contracts from other teams with some draft capital. That is the largest trade exception in NBA history. That completes my top 5 trades for the NBA trade deadline. Let me know your thoughts on who you think was a big trade and who won and lost in this year's trade deadline. See you next time.